Hello guys, what's up? It's SonicTheX-Force here, and welcome back to another video. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about all the changes you need to know in GunNite Season 6. As you can tell, Season 6 of GunNite is finally here. It was released on July 1st, and it's been a couple of weeks, and as you can see, it is now 6.9. I just wanted to let everyone know that we're in 6.10 already. So there's going to be a few more changes than it would have been if I uploaded the video sooner. It didn't get uploaded on July the 1st because I forgot about it. I was busy making this. So let's get started. So the first map change you're going to see whenever you friend me, which my name tag will be at the top of the description, you'll see in the first place, which is called Infected Island. These are one of the new landmarks of Season 6, and what you'll notice is that this used to be Western Woods, and it's a forest there. Now of course, during the Season 5 live event, the aliens had a mothership and took the reality point, which if you remember was the Mayan version 0 point which controlled the island. What was left behind was an infected version of the center island with a hole in the middle full to water. Another map change, which you'll see all these all around the island, are these new Ego HQs. These are little miniature headquarters for Ego to investigate the infected areas and to try and get rid of and take, and that basically in other words they're trying to take back this reality point in this. So in the next video I'll probably explain more, but not now. Just as this update was released, there's a new cave system update, which I won't enter. But if you don't know what this cave system update is, this is where, because in my map, in the barrier map, you're gonna have to find crystals in order to make some weapons. So there's a new cave system which will get updated every certain amount of days to add more stuff in it, as more as that stuff is put into the map. One of the main changes to this is the return of Pleasant Park. If you don't know what Pleasant Park is, Pleasant Park was one of the Season 5 POIs when Season 5 first started. If you remember, I made a Season 5 trailer, and then just after that I talked about a new island. Well yeah, that Season 5 trailer, I remember Pleasant Park was in it. And ever since Season 6 began, in the new version of Season 5 island, which is this island here, which was the first use for Season 5, was used, and Pleasant Park was removed. But now, in the 6.10 update, when it began, Pleasant Park was re-added back as a replaced Fishy Base, which used to be here, but Pleasant was being replaced. Of course, because one of the Ego places right next to it, they connected it to Pleasant Park, so you can just walk through this gate, and then there you go. Now, one of the big massive changes to the map is the infection. In this new update, the aliens are now trying to spread infections all around each POI on the map, so then they can finally take over the island. Since they have the reality point, they're using it to infect the areas. Of course, every update, or every small update, this whole infected barrier will slowly expand, which means you'll start touching over areas and infecting them. I think so, it started off with just this center place. Because it's infected, this whole building here is turned from a farm to a base for the aliens, as you can see technology all over the place. Not just that, but the grass and some terrain has also been infected and became the new thing called infected materials. You still get normal materials from them, but they're infected versions because, as you can see, the trees, rocks, and so on. And yeah. Now, this POI was added at the end of Season 5, but I'm going to mention now. But this POI is called Castle Vernon. This is one of the new POIs of Season 5, actually. Basically, when it was the last day of June, and it was Season 5, this POI was added. and you got a couple chests, ammo boxes, and yeah, that's all to say about that. Now, just to mention about this map change I just did. So, of course, the Ego place was built right next to here. The other difference with this is that, in this update, we got these special vehicles surrounding this landmark, as it used to be a POI, but as you can see, it doesn't have a name anymore. It's known as a landmark. This is also the second POI that was added at the end of Season 5, and it's called Village Meadows. Now, there is a Batman crossover. Now, just remember, I'm not an amazing creator on making faces, so this is what I made instead. But this is the Batman cave. Now, I can't show you here because it's not finished yet, but this is what you would see. Of course, you would see some furniture, but this is what you would normally see in the house when it is finished. Two more things to talk about is, where is it? There it is. So this is one of the, if you're looking at the trees and the way the house is being constructed, you might think this might remind you of the Chapter 3 beta testing version of GunNite, Chapter 3 Season 1. Remember where I had the small island? So you remember there was a POI called Construction Home and it had 2 floors. Well, just to let you know, this is the return of it. Because the aliens have the reality point, they can use it to bring certain places to the island. Hence, now all of a sudden, this has been swimming onto the map. And lastly, the last and final map change to GunNite Season 6 in the 6.10 update release is this POI. This is one of the new POIs on the map and is known as Believer Beach. Basically, if you don't know, I didn't add NPCs, I only added like 2 or 3. But there are actually tons of people that live on this island, and half of the people love the aliens. So basically, what this POI is based on the name on the map of Believer Beach, this is a POI, which is basically a beach, but it's where people promote and talk about liking aliens and believing in them, hence the word believer in it. Of course, Believer Beach is the newest POI, as it's never been in the game forever. And yeah, I hope that got you an understanding of what has happened, and that is pretty much it for all the map changes in 6.10 of Season 6, the Alien Takeover. In the next video, I'll be talking about all the stuff in the hub. Yep, this box that all players will spawn when they begin a match, this is known as the GunNite hub, and this is where everyone will spawn in so they can look at the battle pass and use it, so on. So yeah, in the next video, we'll be talking about everything in the hub. Or we might be talking about some, depending on how long the video becomes. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.